I don't know why you're here, but I am grateful that you are. And if you clicked on this video, I can only help but think that you might be asking yourself, why would a 25-year-old female purposely avoid the wonderful world of wine, mojitos, whiskey? Well, in the following minutes, I hope to answer that question. Excuse that weird introduction. Hi, I'm Katrina, and I am a 25-year-old alcohol
virgin.
Technically, I mean, okay, there was that one time when I was like 9 or 10 and I asked my grandma to try some of her strawberry margarita, and I may have had a sip, but like literally that was the last time I've ever had a sip of alcohol, and I don't even really remember it. I wanted to talk about the reasons why I've gone all the way up into this point without ever having a full drink. It's not that I don't have the money for it. It's not that the opportunity has never presented itself. It's not that I'm allergic. It's not that I have a story about a raging alcoholic in my family who just like traumatized me. I truly just don't want to. So I'm gonna break it down into 2 main reasons why I choose not to drink. For a long time, I've told my friends, and this will come as a surprise to them, that it kind of had something to do with my faith. I do consider myself a follower of Christ, and in the Bible, it does have specific verses about like not to overdrink, right? Everything in moderation. It doesn't say that exactly in the Bible, but it alludes to that. And yes, we're all familiar with the story about Jesus turning the water into wine at the wedding. That was actually the first miracle that he did. So he's totally cool with the idea. So I really like, he's clearly okay with the idea. So I don't see why anyone else should not be. I mean, Jesus was a wine guy, cool with wine, a wine cooler guy. He was all right with it. He was all right. So if the big prince upstairs is okay with the idea, there's no reason for me to not be okay with the idea. I understand. I've had friends that have said that I have been limited by my religion. No, that is not the truth. But that's only because I chose to kind of weave religion into the reason why I don't drink alcohol. But that, my friends, is really not the truth. And I don't know if I've spoken to people explicitly, like I'm about to right now, about exactly why I don't want to drink. But I guess it's kind of a secret, and it's weird. And the truth is very anticlimactic, but here it is. And for any of you wondering what it's like or why someone would choose to, I mean, what's the alcohol version of celibate? Sober? But can you be sober if you've never been drunk? I don't know. Why I've chosen to be the alcohol version of celibate, and why some people choose it. I'm sure other people have their reasons, but without further ado, here's mine. Number 1, there's a little thing that I suffer from called emetophobia. I have videos about it. Please go back and watch those so you can understand. But basically, emetophobia is the fear of vomit, and a lot of alcohol consumption plus a person who is capable of doing that equals not a good night. So for a long time, I associated drinking with that happening. And obviously I know that that's not how everyone is. I know that people could handle their drink. I know that if I drink, I could probably handle it because I wouldn't like over drink or go too crazy because I'd be so deathly afraid of that happening. That in itself has kept me away from the drinking scene because I'm very afraid of being around people when they get sick. It has happened when there was alcohol around, and so I kind of just avoid that situation. So then there's the question, well, Katrina, why don't you just like drink with a few of your close friends that you know can handle their alcohol, or you know, drink on your own, like bubble baths and wine. Come on. I know. It all sounds wonderful, but that brings me to the second reason as to why I don't drink. And that is because I kind of have made a bet with myself in a weird way. I'm not sure what the age was, but I just decided that, hey, I want to make it to my grave without ever having a full drink of alcohol. And it's kind of stayed that way. I just kind of don't want to go back on that. I like the idea of it. It's kind of like a pride thing, really, which is weird. And it's like I've gone so long. I've literally like taken my friends' drinks and like smelled them and been like, I could just take a sip right now. But I'm not going to because it's been this long. So why give it up now? I've been fortunate enough to be around people who are really cool and don't feel the need to pressure me. I've been pressured like one time that I can remember. Their whole argument was that they wanted to like feel close to me. And I've heard that before, that like when I've wanted to hang out with loved ones who are drinking, and I'm like, okay, but I'm not gonna drink. Like, let's go to Temecula, let's go to the wineries, and I'm not gonna drink. I'll just like hang back. They're like, Katrina, that's not really how it works. It's weird to be around someone who isn't drinking when other people are drinking, especially if it's like 2 or 3 people in a group and one person isn't drinking. At least that's what people have told me. So I don't understand that. I'm like, but I'm like fun. I can get drunk on my own mind. Wow, I love how I just refer to myself as fun, which makes me completely lame. But anyways, maybe I'll experience that someday and see how it's weird to be around someone who's not drinking when I'm drinking. I don't know if anyone has a story about that or a way to explain that more. I'd love to hear that in the comments. Now, do I think that I will make it to my grave without ever having a drink of alcohol? I don't know, because my mind's been tricky, especially in this quarantine time. I'm like, I could just like, now is a better time than ever to try something new, but nah, it just doesn't feel right. If I ever do take a drink, I want it to be for a very significant reason. I want it to be for something very important, and I have an idea in my head of what that just might be. And I don't really want to be around a lot of people. I think there's a fear for me as well, that because when you drink, your inhibitions are released and you just let go. And I'm kind of scared of that. As someone who really likes control, I'm scared to let go. And God forbid me like let go and say something crazy in front of somebody that doesn't really need to have that business. I myself, without drinking, have been questioned several times if I'm drunk, if I'm high. I used to be really offended by it, but now I'm just like, no, it's because I don't need a drink to have fun. And like, that sounds like so Christian, like sheltered homeschool girl, but for real, like I really don't. I just like, I see the world through a lens of like an 8-year-old sometimes, and I'm very creative and I'm very kooky and crazy, and I really can create like my own buzz just off of life. Maybe one day when I choose to do it, I doubt I'll be around more than like 5 people, and then after that, depending on how it goes, I might have 1 or 2 drinks in the following years, but I doubt I would ever like make it to the grave having more than 5 drinks. That's my reasons. Maybe they're lame. That's really it. So yeah, that's all I've got for you. I would love to hear y'all's stories, like first times with Micarah. Please put them down in the comments below, because I want to know what's gonna happen when I first take a drink. Like, is everybody's experience the same? Am I gonna be that sad drunk that's wailing on the ground, or the happy drunk that all of a sudden just loves everybody and can't stop singing, or the mad drunk? Am I gonna get violent? Let me know. Thank you so much for watching. I hope that you're having a great time wherever you are and taking it easy during these uncertainties. Today I decided to put my makeup on, put on a dress, and film a video for you guys, because that perks me up a little bit. Please do stop by and see me again soon. Bye. I want to be able to say, Mark. Margs, anyone? Mark? Mark. Mark. I feel so modern, so urban. I don't know what I'm saying.